Hello and welcome back to Age of Wonders 4. We are continuing on with our campaign and maybe pushing up for the win today. We've just taken the Altar of the Elements, the only gold wonder we need to launch our victory condition. We are one turn off binding a gold ancient wonder, or well, at least having it researched. So the goal is going to be that we're going to bind this. We're going to start working on the final tech afterwards and see whether or not we can withstand the onslaught of every other character on the map. It's going to be hard to say. We are kind of rebuilding up our armies, and they're in decent shape. We should have... I mean, we got 5 rulers right now. We can grab a 6th, though, if we get a little bit more cash. It's an intern, though. So let's start on an intern. The old Andy Starty. There's our Bind Ancient Gold Wonders. Aha! So we didn't get Book 5 yet, which I was wondering whether or not we do. We are going to pick up the Tome of Oblivion, though, and this is actually going to be really good for us because we can cast Fog of Insanity, which is exceptionally powerful for us in what we're trying to do. Any battle in the domain of the city has Fog of Insanity, 20% chance of gaining Insanity on every turn. With all of our status resistance debuffs that we do,
the opposite of life.
that's super powerful.
The end is part of the journey. The true opposite of life is oblivion.
Living Fogs would also be pretty good for us.
When
you know what?
mastered this
I'm gonna grab them and we can put them alongside. We have Cruel Weaponry ready to go. I gotta take that visual off though because I like seeing the blood. The blood. Tormenting Projectiles is also overriding Sanguine Focus right now, so I think I'm going to turn that one off too. Because then these guys are all extra bloody. These guys are always bloody, but oh, they have these little marks on the back of their hand too. Is that Mark of Tyranny? Is that where that shows now? Oh, cool. It used to be that this was like a mark over their head, and now they've changed it that it just shows behind their hand. Honestly, good change. Good change. That's all of our buff spells. We might as well start casting the bind. We'll get 50 extra magic for it, 50 extra knowledge for it, and we can explore this furnace. Boom, boom. Forge Master explains that the forge overheated. The flames themselves have come alive. Production blocked in dim tur, and we get cooling vents. Standing on vents will make units wet and can dispel burning. Nah, it's not that tough a fight. We don't have to take that. Now, we can get warming armor. Status effect immunity frozen, frost resistance. We can get a striking lance of the assassin tier 2, some gold or alignment. I mean, let's grab that armor. I don't know who it's going on, because everybody has kind of good grip right now. You know what? Actually, I think it's going to go on you. This guy has all these extra resistance abilities. So this guy has a bunch of extra retaliation attacks. He has 3 retaliation attacks. I'm actually going to give him that padded cloak because I forgot we got that. We have to get a new hero, so maybe I just do it that way. You got status and... Nah, yeah, you know what? I'll give it to you. For now, I will give it to you. All right, and we've got the money for this, so let's hire another hero. Banneroth the Berserker, a Battle Saint, a Ritualist, or a Death Knight. I think let's go Death Knight. We already have a Battle Saint. Our old Death Knight died. And I'd like to have a tanky guy out here. The last time I was here, the princess was getting pummeled by the world's most badass dwarf. That badass dwarf is still around, and he is probably going to start pummeling us again very, very shortly. An inflicting smasher. And a ring of resistance. Let's give you the ring of resistance. I'm going to reset all your skills. So this is a Death Knight. We are also a Death Knight. Everybody needs to take Unholy Leader now. And I realized I don't think we have that on our main character. But now that we have the blood transformation, all of our characters count as undead, so... Let's give you... How am I going to make you tanky? We'll go Vigor. Terrifying Aura, Unyielding, Willbreaker, Killing Momentum. Alright, well that's all we can take right now, so... I guess that's your opening play. I hate your outfit. So we also just need to jazz you up a little bit. Interesting, all my silver armor has become black, I guess from embracing the night. Hat is also a terrible choice for you. You know what? Maybe let's just give you some big bougie set of armor. Yeah. Yeah. What looks mean here? Yeah, I don't know why the capes are doing this. It's like the top section is becoming invisible. I don't know if it's a clipping thing or what it's meant to be. Let's go. We'll give you the big sword. I assume it's probably something to do with the hair. No? Maybe to do with the helmet? No? Honestly, I don't have a clue. I'm gonna give you this helmet. We're gonna go with that. Urduke the Duelist. Yeah, and I'll give you the dress. That's a vibe, so... If you disable the vampire transformation visual, does the blood remain or is everything hidden? The blood comes from different other effects. That's not the vampire, the exalted one. That's actually from, like, I don't think that's gifts of the old one. I think that's, no, you know what? I think I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong. I think that is gifts of the old one. So that would turn off as well. Bloodborne vibes, big time Bloodborne vibes, yeah. Have I encountered the skellies with the thorn roses around them? Yes, yeah. What causes them to spawn instead of regular ones? So, you can unlock a trait on your prime vampire. It's either the level 12 or the level 16 ability that allows you to recruit Thorn Knights. Otherwise, because you're talking about these guys, the Thorn Skeletons, which are basically the same as regular skeletons, but they also cause bleeding damage. And then there is the Rose Knight, which is the special new tier 4 shock unit. So you can unlock this from just taking a certain ability on your main vampire. While this unit is in combat, all friendly undead have razor thorns. Whoa. I did not know that. That slaps. I want to get this guy going. This is our Blood Exarch. We don't have him unlocked yet, but ooh, he's gonna be good. Ooh, he's gonna be good. Adding 20% damage and all this critical on like the sniper, for example. And so anyway, there is also certain locations on the map, unique locations that if you get, you can get thorn skeletons. That's the other way around it. I think this guy has Lovemorn Manor. Yeah. Adds rose knights and various rose choked skeletons to the Rally of Lieges. And then there is also like a one of these things, a landmark that is just unlocks thorn characters. So there's a couple ways around it that you can do it. All right. So you're going up into this guy's army. You're coming down. You're popping up in here. Waiting for that other pain bringer. You're also going to need... You need a Scald, and you're a Ranger, and you need another pain bringer. Or a Tyrant Knight. But honestly, the pain bringers are coming in fast and furious right now, so... Those two are a little army. This homie can just, I think, run his way back. I think what I'd like to do is build out this way, though. Just so I have, like, an alternative path. Is that good for me? Hard to say. Let's bring Elsa to the temple up here. Her movement is still weird. And we keep building them up. Eldritch Sovereign's sweating right now, right? Very visually appealing considering what he is, but I would not call the Rose Knight pretty. Very Slaneshi. Less one of those irksome people who can get up after an hour's sleep and still somehow look awesome. You're on Greg's list, Strife with Warbrown Ironclad at the start. Go Blood, Fire, and Calamity. Ooh, fun. I like it. I like it. Oh. Yeah, let's pop up here. Let's do this temple. Ooh. Any day now. Thank you. Oh, yeah. This fight. With a Baylor. Would I win this fight? I'm actually not so sure. I feel like mythic characters are not adding a lot on power score, but they are adding a lot in the actual auto combat. Oh, this is also sun terrain. I was just thinking I do have this Elementalist and this Death Knight that I could move up here and add into that army. Replace those two casters. And I kind of think that might be nice. Mana and knowledge for each alignment below neutral. I want another resonance field. Not a lot of places to build you. That's a pretty bougie army. You need production. We'll go with arcane battlements. Okay, and we have another Citadel army down here. Rumors of rebellion. Too long the Empire of Skyshatter has been at unrest. Rumor of a rebellion reached your court. Dissent was met with severe punishment. It only seems to have stirred the flames of rebellion. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh for that guy. All right. You guys can wipe out this fight, I think. Beautiful. That's another hostage. And I think that's armor I can actually absorb, because I don't particularly love it. My eco is finally starting to go. We got the shadow bolstering matrix, which is great. You've gotten another level up. You are the weird skirmish guy. Are you more opening strikes or ending strikes? That's a good question. Fatal strikes is better because it doesn't like peter off, I'd argue. So I'm gonna grab that. We'll grab Master Shadows. Now I very also specifically want to grab this because Draining Burst is a magic. So now I have a ranged magic, a point blank magic, a ranged attack, a point blank attack. So he is actually ready for all kinds of skirmishing. So you can have defensive bolstering regen, or you can have this resilient. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, all right, take that. But I'm then going to eat these other pieces. Enchanted Defender. I don't think anybody we have has a shield. Two-handed, pole arm, light range, heavy range, staff, other weapon, sword and whip. Can't make a frost damage. What do we have in terms of stuff here? We have provoke. We have retaliator. We have some critical bonuses. I guess inflict bleeding on no matter what we want to do is going to be good. All right, so we need to break down something else if we want to start making tier 4 weapons. Though I will argue you have a tier 4 weapon. This Battle Saint's weapon really sucks. Your weapon's actually really good. Your weapon's pretty good. Your weapon's pretty good. Your weapon's pretty good. So honestly, only the staff needs to be replaced right now. And I could just go with a tier 3. Save myself some grief down the road. Fire or spirit. Ooh. I don't love that. Flame strike. Conjure animal. Dispel magic and heal. Can only be used once per battle. Can be used cooldown of 3. So I would take Dispel magic. I would put support strengthened on this. I don't know that I would do anything else. What do I need for Frost? Archon blood. Tricky, tricky. One after the Rose Knight looked like it could be a Slaanesh demon. Oh, yeah, the Exarch. Yep. Summon skeletons have a chance to give Thorn skeletons instead, so you might get it after battle if you're lucky. Oh, I love that. I don't know what's better here, because this guy is like Celestials. This guy's Wildlife. You are undead. So maybe fire damage would be the way to go. It's very funny to do that, but I mostly just want this for A, an extra support spell, and B, support abilities provide +1 strengthened. I would love to get some more of these support abilities on here. It would be the real key, but unless I can find a way to start taking over. You guys have Rainbow Clover. Hazeberries and Silver Tongue down here. You know, if somebody blows up that Forsaken Cove... Oh, no, actually, I can't. Can I not grow at all out here? I can't even grow out to sea, hey? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, all right, that's just the limit. Or maybe I just can't do it because I don't have this temple, actually. That's probably the realistic thing, what's going on here. So I'm going to take these guys. I'm going to take those guys. I'm going to take this with my heroes so that we don't have to bother with it. Gain a dire penguin with unspeakable horror. No, I'll just take this this knowledge. Thank you very much. Then I can take this temple as well. Then I can also start taking research posts.
Ooh.
And other locations up here. Pearl Reef out there. Obviously the land is kind of valuable too, but I like the idea of nabbing that. Oh, I picked up a pursuer here. I don't want that. Okay, and then let's go scuttle our butts back underground. Same with these dweebs. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Our elementalist levels up, grabs Master Shadow, picks up Dominate as well. So what's really cool about this character now is that I can cast Inexorable Cast, ignore 10 status resistance, and 6 regular resistance, and cast Dominate. Which means I could probably dominate extremely high level units. So you're fine there. You're fine there. You also have a level up. You are my Nouveau Death Knight. If you have Charge Strike and Sundering Sweep, do I want to get you safe in blood? Just for a ranged attack? I feel like that's probably not a bad idea. I'm going to bind this gold wonder. I'm going to claim this gold wonder. I'm going to bind this gold wonder. We got more people in the old prison here as well. So 2 from Citadel, 1 from Oathright. Ah, you know, here's something I never thought about using all of our Imperium is that I could actually recruit from the Pantheon. If we wanted to bring back any real legends. Though I don't know who would even be a fit for this build. Maybe Jägermeister? He was Undead Titans. Obviously, it's a lot of Imperium to do that, but... Hey, you guys aren't meant to be in here. Get out of here. Something we could think about. Now, I'm also wondering about things like this Blood Moon ritual. Costs an insane amount to do, but is obviously very valuable. For the next 10 world map turns. Yeah, you know what? Let's get that on charge, because once we have to defend this for 15 turns, being able to do that's going to be a mega boost. Be very, very good. First time catching a stream. I would play the vampires now too, but EU5, dude, I feel you. I feel you. We're going to be doing some more EU later this week, so. There's talk of a mysterious prisoner at Pledgewater, blindfolded and gagged away from the others. Officials say she is a common thief, but special treatment seems highly suspicious. I don't think I'm going to be doing this. Where is Pledgewater? Yeah, there's a 0% chance I go up there. There was like a lower than 0% chance I go up there. Phoenix and Blessed Souls. And I will also get Fire Knights, now that I've remembered to grab that as well. Let us grab you. A Doom Depth Trench? This is going to be 16 mana and 16 knowledge. Yeah, that's pretty good. Rebuild those farm ruins. So you're a ranger. You need another Painbringer, right? So that's her army. Your army.
Huh?
Your army, which is kind of a bit not as good because you have Tyrant Knights instead of Painbringers, but your army. Now these guys just need an army. What do we have? The Elementalist and the Death Knight. So let's grab 2 Painbringers, a Scald, and probably a Warlock. I really need something better than the Warlocks. Which, I don't know, maybe it's Living Fogs. Maybe I just like lean out of the spellcasters for a little bit. Okay, Battlemen, Scalds. Oops. Alright, we're gonna try to make another play on Citadel. You got a Vampire Laboratory. You can now build shipyards. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to say no to that. So you guys drafts while under siege. I do want the arcane battlements up here as well, so maybe let's just tap those in. Jotun Spore, thank you for the follow, dude. Welcome to the agency. I've been double denounced. Double up. You're still healing a little bit, hey? It's fine. Okay. Production at Night Fort. Walking on that Night Fort, yeah. We'll grab Ballista Towers. I really should grab that armory, but I seem to never have enough money for it. We'll mong some fish. We're denounced again. Our Blood Moon ritual is ready. You're basically healed up. What happened to those guys? Oh, they must have been going down to Helix Hold. This is still sunless terrain, so at least we're not taking vampire penalties. This is also sunless, so hopefully should be relatively easy to take. I know it won't be, but a man can dream. I want you to just kill this Reaper outside town before we do anything else.
Oh.
And then I'm actually going to recruit another siege project here as well. Okay, Rebels of Blood. Onagers. And I don't think I need to undermine the walls. I think I'm going to take tower bombardment. I want those catapults gone in this fight. I think that's one of the best things we could do. We unlocked Living Fog. We'll grab Painbound. We still need to make sure that we unlock the Fog of Insanity is really important. Grab Caltrops and Ashes. You got Ballista Towers. I don't think that Blood Altar is really going to do much for us. We're victorious in battle, gain mana. I guess I could put it up top. There is a firm there. This is my battle saint who... Yeah, I think we're going to take Blessed Body on. You guys are vibing, you guys are vibing, you guys are vibing. Bounties, bounties. You got no money, honey. Target enemy army takes damage and then you gain knowledge. That's nice, but I do feel like I'm gonna want probably a second Blood Moon ritual. So part of me wants to just save up for that. Let's start summoning living fogs, because they're going to fill a lot of gaps. Oh my god, it's an Erniger. Oh my god, an Erniger. How do these foggy boys look? It has been a long time since I feel like I've used these. They are just smoky Balors. Conjure devouring voids that last for 2 turns. And chance of inflicting insanity. Unblockable. Hazard immunity devouring void. You also get Crimson Court, which is nice. Wow, Crimson Court is really nice. Because that just means in like 5 turns, this guy immediately goes up a level. Okay. You got a Scald. I'm actually not making any more troops down here. Is that correct? Two Painbringers, a Living Fog. You're an Elementalist. You have a Scald coming, and then there's a Warlock here. You could build an Academy. That'll be a full army for him. And then all we need to do is build an army for the last guy, but I actually don't have the income for that. Our armies are getting kind of expensive. He looks friendly, shaped like a friend, shaped like a fiend. Friend, fiend. It's all the same, really. Boy, I'm broke. So I'll have 5 full armies. Well, it's not bad. Wouldn't really say it's good either. 2 Reapers, 5 Mistresses. But we're bringing a lot more Mythic units now, and also we've got like a ton of level ups and gear. So I hope we can take this. Putting in more Living Fogs. Also, Living Fogs cost mana upkeep instead of gold upkeep, so they will help us balance our economy a little bit. $54 versus 29. All right, well, that's better. How do we do on it, though? No L's. We pick up some nice tier 4 armor. What do I want to do with you? Do I want to vassalize you? I kind of think I do, because the units you're producing are insanely powerful. There's Painbound. Lens of Anguish. Plus 10 combat castings points. Damage spells and debuffs apply morale loss. When cast and for the next 2 turns, enemy units sustain physical damage, gain blood parasites, and we heal and gain crit. Can only be built in the Throne City. Dude, I think I gotta take that Lens of Anguish. It's also a lot faster to research. Our sniper gets Paragon of Shadow, picking up Eternal One. We now have an invincible sniper. Immortal sniper. And then I think I said I was gonna give you bites. I think that's what we agreed on there. Magistrate has fallen. My domain has been invaded. Row. Cthulhu's. You better go back that way then. You better come back to town. I'd like that Beacon of Valor. And here's the thing. I gotta make sure that he doesn't just like swoop in here and take Citadel on us. As long as we're in Sunless Lands, we're at least healing. Yeah, you guys cost 30 mana in upkeep, which is great for us. You know what? I'm actually going to pull you there and just let those guys stay camouflaged for right now. Just in case. Wait for him to move a little bit. This guy says, I always thought of myself as a fearmonger with intimidating. Honestly, that would be really good for you. You could be a challenger or a defender. You're not going to be a defender. Yeah, no. I'm going to let you stay what you are. I've been denounced. We've been invaded. This guy is vibing. These guys have not really come down here yet. Can I build roads through their terrain? No. Ah, see, this is why I wanted to wait a heartbeat. 17, 12, 17, 19. Interesting. Okay. Wow, that group move worked so good. Hopefully, I can squirrel these all away before the computer attacks next round. Therefore, I can pick up a little granary. Sure, man. Keep it building, I guess. And we'll keep banking Living Fog right now. So, Joe, thank you for the follow, by the way. Welcome to the agency. Elza using a giant lollipop and not a whip. I know. It's just that we got this tier 4 giant lollipop, and it's pretty good. It does chain damage, so she gets to like burst hit one thing and then deals 30% to a random damage within 3 hexes, and 30% of it is like, it's not a small amount of damage. Somebody probably needs to put that armor on. In fact, it might be you. 5 HP, 2 to 3 defense, 10 HP, 2 defense, and status resistance. It is you. And then I'll tell you what. We'll gobble up that padded armor. I need to make that staff, and I think I'm just going to make that now. Because it doesn't look like I'm going to unlock any of the other worthwhile stuff on this, so... We'll call it the Staff of Dispelling, sure. All targets from this unit are flanking attacks. Can I put that on? Would that be worth it? No, probably not. Try to move all my units before the computer has a chance. Just like go, 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 go. Oh, no, 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 no. They're going to take Citadel. God damn, I didn't see these guys coming in. Oh, that's the opposite of what I need to have happen here. Yes, a very reasonable 3,700 gold. Boy, am I able to box into a corner. Okie dokie. Elsa, Ranger. I'm gonna have this spell blade go up that way. Citadel lost. Where's their army? Did they just take it and run back? They totally did. Well, I don't love that. That's a lot of paisanos. You know what? Let's grab +1 rank on all heroes. Because I have a lot of heroes right now, and they could probably all use this bonus. Do you want reduced cooldown on that? Yeah. Sure. Yeah, reduce cooldown on dominate's a good idea. I'll have yours ignore defense. You are gonna take frenzy. Our Battle Saint gets Paragon of Shadow, also becomes immortal. And you have what, 4 levels left? You have increased range siphon. 1, 2, 3. Like I could pick up something like Mesmerizing Drain. You know what? I guess it's probably not a bad idea. None of this other stuff here super interests me for them. So why not? And our Spellblade can go for the kill.
Oh.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 6 full armies. Two leaders. You don't need to heal. So why don't you come out? So many troops. Think I tried Vampire Demons game at this some point, like the Nazarene in Warcraft. I love it. Vampire Demons have been very high on my list of things that I want to do. We just have not. I've just been trying to show off like the new tomes and stuff first, and they don't quite work with those builds. Can you take that staff? Yes. I forgot to give that a blood staff. That was stupid. Oh well. Lens of Anguish. I'm gonna shuffle this. +1 range on base attacks for battle mage and support units. Ugh, I mean, that's so good. I really need Fog of Insanity, but I will take that because that's like a rare thing for me to get right now. Citadel created a war party. And obviously we're being invaded a ton over here. Tyrant Guard are elite. I'm wondering about putting these Shadow Boys in here instead. You know what? Currently the Tyrant Guard are stronger. I guess I'm going to peel him back and just fill his army with Living Fog. No, we should take Painbound. Sunless Terrain. Dude, not being able to cast Desecrate here, I'm really annoyed by that. We are still invisible, which is good. Just want to try to hit Citadel and take it back. Kind of also see what those dudes decide to do. New Magistrate has arisen. So you got 1 unit. It's funny is I can't actually fight him without invading their territory. That's all Sunless Terrain. Okay. So we'll move there. We've got the Beacon of War on defense here. You just count as a conduit. So part of me is like, maybe I just build you. Why not? You've got an academy. You can't build anything else right now. Y'all are just defending this city. And I guess I might as well stick him together with them. Strangely enough, Old Cthulhu here hasn't moved those troops. They are coming after me. Yeah. See, here's the thing. When you're fighting Reapers, stuff like a Warlock is just like so likely going to just get shot down. That'll be a good crown for us. You're going to siege this and do a raiding party, and that's probably it. I don't want to spend anything that costs gold. Here's Painbound. which is being overwritten by exalted. No, it's not. You can see the little spikes are coming out of them now. Okay. I see what's happening. This will just occur. So I'm now getting +4 allegiance from Citadel. Which technically means I could make peace and I would start making alliances. It would be very, very slow though. Now, I am worried about the state of this. I want that lens of anguish. Very good. 56 versus 45. How is that such a high percentage? And that is so much lower. 56 versus 43. Oh, because that's a huge army. Let's take that then. You know, I'm not actually being sieged right now, but that'd be a Painbringer, a Fog, and a Blood Cultist. You know what, man? I could deal with that. Hop back into town. We could summon more Fogs. We capture Runa and Dafa. And we can also devour for more mana. How is this guy still in the Crypt of Citadel? That's what I want to know. If I siege Citadel, shouldn't I have gotten him back? So what did I lose? I lost 1 Pain Mama. And a Warlock. It's so funny seeing all these little spikes come out of us now. So I think I'll put a Living Fog in here. Oh yeah, and you have a Pursuer currently, which is not that great. You need a Living Fog. And you just need a Vibe. You need to heal up. Which is fine, because if they want to attack us there, it's going to take them quite a few turns. I want to build a monolith, but right now, I think we need the money, honey. It's as simple as that. I'm really curious that they're not sieging me. Like, the suspicious meter is through the roof at the moment. You can't do anything. You could build ballista towers. Also a blood altar, but I don't think you have any room. No, that's not true. You can build a blood altar up top. It will give you 15 draft. You know what? Why not? Yeah, we got a big heal up there. All right. Make peace violently. It's always my goal. Also sad I came into this stream 3 hours late. Can't wait to get back from my D&D session to play this. Yeah, but you're getting to play D&D, which is like pretty nice. I'm very much enjoying the vampires. They're a lot of fun. They scale up in a curious way. Demand a ransom. Reject the request. Or killer. I'm just gonna give you gold for that. Because I can now also just quickly attack you. Why is my other faction not in there? In there. Don't want that to be any mistake. Mantle of Starblades. Ignore 4 status resistance. Ooh, I have a couple people who would like that very much. Thank you. Excellent. Now we can pick up the Tome of the Eternal Lord. Our tier 5 book.
A realm blanketed by glistening ice and eternal shadow is a land of endless perfection.
Now, obviously, putting Curse of the Reaper on all of my mages would be really powerful.
Alone, and you shall harvest the very souls
I
of
don't
those
make
who
souls, so
wander
Raise
in
Undead
your
is no good.
presence.
I also
Call
can't cast
forth
True Death magic
unending armies. Bring forth
because this costs
the
souls to
age of
cast,
shadow.
and I have no way of making souls.
Become eternal.
So I guess I'm going to take Withering Mist. I need Age of Shadows to win the game. You know what? I'm going to lock Withering Mist. I'm going to take Age of Shadows. You have fled. Excellent. What happened to you? Oh, you lost a Warlock. That's right. I'm going to start going back. Though I'm going to keep an eye on it now. Because it's a bit of a different situation. Vampires gain universal camouflage while in sunless terrain. Plus 6 vision. This would give me universal camouflage up top as well then. Let's grab that. It's expensive. But I want it. 2 mines. You have 3 conduits. So I could go for some sort of Wizard's Guild here. It's not a terrible choice. City's still not big enough to get to Black Palace. Now it is. Yeah, let's put a monolith in here, and I'm probably going to do a Merchant's Guild or whatever it's called. Grab Ballistus down there, just so that these guys have some defense. You... Now, see, here's the thing. I could just take 1 turn and migrate it to my people. But I want this city as a vassal because I think it would be stronger. And I don't really want to have to come up here to defend it. You of the Lens of Anguish has been built. I should also get an insane amount of allegiance from them because of all this. You need a fog. I can trade thralls for souls. I didn't think about that. That's good to know. The whole world must learn of our peaceful ways by force. Migrate them to our people and then vassalize them? Yes, I suppose that's also true. I could release them as a vassal. Yes, I suppose that's also true. Orc. Peace is not something a Disney princess would look. It's do or die. Just finished the VOD from Monday. That Tola season swipe was brutal. It was so rough. This campaign has also been a absolute uphill battle, and I still don't know whether or not we'll actually pull it off, so. I think a Vampire Necromancer playthrough, maybe go Dark or Mystic. There's some really cool Necromancer stuff with the Vamps. Honestly, I think it's like a very suited fit, especially with like the signature skills near the end, the Gravebound stuff. Could go Order and pretend to be Lansombra, controlling the church. I also came very close to doing that because I think with Dark Tyrant, it works really well. Because you get subjugators. Do I want these little villainous ones? It's just that, like, they get... The only thing they recruit are Reapers and Umbral Tyrants. Umbral Mistresses. And it's really bloody powerful. Oh, cool. This mountain gains Sunless. And so it has a river of blood going through it. Very cool. Cthulhu has cast Revenant Whispers on me. 3 skeletons with Unholy Champions. No, but then he bailed, so... Yeah, you guys are all gonna vibe here. We'll wait the turn. We're gonna cast Frenzied Focus. So all my mages now get Frenzy. And also +1 range. I'm also gonna visually turn that off because it's overriding by cool blood magic, which I like way more. A Mount Merchant. White Wolf mounts. Oh. Oh. That would be really good. I think my warlocks would get mounts. That would be exceptionally powerful. 1,000 gold?
Oh.
Oh. However, are we gonna pull that off? Mystic Summoners got nerfed in this update? It's probably not a bad thing. Considering how insane the Archon builds were in the last patch, it's probably not a bad thing. Get rid of this guy. Put you back in here. Really don't need that many Painbringers, but... okay. You need a blood monk. Blood cultist. You know what? Just put that guy in here so that you actually have an army.
Oh.
I don't want to leave Citadel alone for that long, so I think we're just gonna hang out here. Are we invisible up here? Not yet. You're invisible. Wow. I didn't realize you gave all that. I'm also going to give you this accuracy crown. +1 status resistance. Magic damage ignores status resistance. Where is my wizard? Oh, yes. I will be giving you 10% magic damage and ignore status resistances. Most absolutely. Bolstering defense and 15 HP. That would be good on that new guy. Bolstering regeneration. I'm going to give you the bolstering defense because honestly, like, your resistance is really high from the Elder Vampire, but your defense kind of sucks. I don't know, man. Padded armor might even be the better option there, but... Now, are you wearing Star Mantles? No. You're wearing a Star Mantle? No, you're wearing anti-magic armor. You're wearing Star Mantles. Gets 1 status resistance or ignores 4 status resistance. You don't really do... I was going to say, you don't really do much in the way of status resistance, but I am realizing, actually, yes, you do. You infect, you have frost strikes, you have blood parasites, you exploit vulnerabilities. You got a bunch of nice stuff in here, so Mantle of Starblade, not a bad choice. Lionheart, hello! Welcome on in, dude. Come on in, come on in. Hope your stream went well. Playing a little Anno, Pax Romana. Nice, dude. I'm checking it out tomorrow morning. I cannot wait. It looks very, very good. Looks like a lot of fun. Vincent O'Neill, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome on in, Raiders. Come on in. We are checking out the new Age of Wonders stuff. We are playing as our legally distinct Disney princess, who used to have a sword and a whip, but recently we picked up this giant big mace, and so she's been absolutely just pummeling people with this right now. She is a level 20 Elder Vampire Death Knight, and she is mean. We're approaching the end of the game. We're actually recruiting the Age of Shadow right now, or on researching the Age of Shadow right now, so that we can complete our victory condition. But we still got a lot of turns before it actually kicks in fully. We just recently attacked the city of Pierre Citadel, and we are trying to vassalize it, but Cthulhu keeps sailing across the ocean and breaking them free. These guys have blown up that harbor. Good to note. I don't think they're going to get across this time. We have 2 turns on it. Elira has unlocked the Beacons of Unity. So everybody is starting to get really, really close to the victory conditions right now. Whenever a skill is researched, knowledge cost of another skill is reduced. Dude, you know what I wish I could get is the thing that's like, get 2,000 gold. That would let me buy those mounts. I could get a Super Baylor in 1 turn. It's not a bad idea. I don't really know if it's our vibe, but I guess I'll take Astral Inspiration in the meantime. Vampires gotta go. Vent Loop, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in, folks. All right, I'm gonna set up here 1 more turn because I just don't trust him. It's as simple as that. I just don't trust him. I'm wondering if I shouldn't turn this sunless. Like, I could actually cast it here. I can't cast it down here. So lame. This would also affect that. Oh, if I cast it here, it would affect that. Let's cast it there. Oh, Oathright. What? Oh, because he vassalized them. Ugh. I can't cast it anywhere. Not until we end up going to war with these guys. We can summon some more Living Fog. So at least we have that going on. I think I'm also going to start draining some thralls into souls. So if we can get that technology, we could do it. You got your blood cultist. We're not recruiting anybody else. Honestly, I think let's just end turn again here. See what happens to Citadel. The big question. That mount is super expensive. Yeah, but the White Wolf would be, like, it would give us a bunch of extra frost damage and that chilling howl. It's expensive, but it's really good. These also cost gold? Yeah. There's power from slaughter. Kill a bunch of my own population and get a super Baylor. What are you gonna do, my dude? What are you gonna do? Part of me is like, what if I leave an army up here for when I cast Age of Shadow? Because everyone's going to ward deck me, so I could rush Mount Ward and try to make another vassal here. Does he have teleporters? He's got a teleporter right here. Okay. All right. That actually has to be addressed. Because otherwise, everybody else will ally together, and they'll all teleport to this spot, and they will just funnel down into the Altar of Elements. Basically, what I need to do is I need to park a full 3 stack on the altar. And then I need to have another stack that is just kind of harassing things. So I think them dealing with this place up here would be the best way to do that. You become a vassal. Decline. Not a good trade deal for me, homie. You are trying to make your way back. I see it. I'm not going to let it happen. Not on my watch. We got that blood moon. I like how if you cast this as well, it's also going to affect other vampires. So if you're up against, like if you're picking a fight with other vamps, it could be dangerous for you. I don't know I want to summon any more Living Fog. I'd like to keep 100 mana because for sure we're going to be burning through spells like crazy. So I think unfortunately just with our economy as it is, I can't afford all these stacks. Oof. All right, you guys head down here. You guys hang out there. Now we got Citadel. We are getting +5 from hostages. So that's +4 allegiance per turn. Awesome. That'll actually come along pretty quickly. We also get Rainbow Clover from that. We get the remains of Urduk as well. So if we wanted to bring him back, we could. Excuse me, this is very rude. Are we attacking or defending here? We have Sunless. You know, my other guy is a very small army. Serena Justicar. Why are you rocking Dawn Defenders? And how come when I fight this AI, all she has is Umbral Tyrant, Umbral Mistresses, and Reapers. And then when I vassalize her, she comes out here with Dusk Hunters and Dawn Defenders. This isn't great. This isn't ideal. I could block those underground entrances, yes, and ended up in 1v1s. So we have an Elementalist, we have a Shrine of Smiting, we have 2 Undead Titans, an Exemplar, Urzang the Evoker. Alright, what's the auto give me out of curiosity? Probably not. Losing my 2 champion Painbringers is not an ideal sitch, so we're gonna have to fight this big guy manually. Maybe because he was vassalized by Cthulhu for a couple of turns? I don't think he ever was. I think that Cthulhu just freed him. Now, I gotta be careful of this stuff. Smiting Prayer Blasts. Because it gonna hurt if I get hit with them. You're my big main skirmisher, so I'm gonna put you actually in here. Do strengthen and focus to start. Sucks that that animation just lets you go so much. I really need to like restart the game to see if it'll fix it. Oh, I literally can't even see her anymore because of that. I'm gonna give you guys rally and regen because the shadow guy has taken some damage. And the worst part about this is I think I've set it so that I don't control vassals. I did set that because I thought it was a more I thought it was a more interesting dynamic to be like, no, that's an AI player. You're not allowed to control the AI players. You have to work around their shenanigans. There's a lot of precognition going on their side. Why does everybody just get precognition constantly? Unit gains precog when entering defensive mode. Super. We're still researching that Withering Mist spell as well. Oh man, that's going to be awesome though when we have it, because it's also going to do plus 10 frost damage. It's also going to do status vulnerability, and it's also going to do morale loss. Now I could agonize huge chunks of them. The other opportunity is I could use life leeching to get strengthened lifesteal and evasion. Precog. God damn it, I hate precog. So we're gonna go with that. That does also trigger my Star Blades. I guess there's no way to do this but to do it. So we're gonna run in here. And we're gonna start casting spells like crazy. Tormenting Mist. We'll get rid of all their precogs. Curse of Undeath will be very similar. Why am I doing fire damage? Oh, Chaos Blade. That's 11 and 2. That's 13 and 2. This adds 4 stacks of torment. This adds soulbound. And then, what was your final ability thing we got? Curse to Undeath. Soulbound units take damage every turn. All right, so we're going to cast Tormenting Mist. Negate all their precogs. We're going to cast Curse of Undeath. That's a lot of debuffs. That's a lot of damage. I might as well hit somebody with the Dread here. So I'm just going to go for one of these Awakeners because I hate Awakeners. I can curse someone. We'll cast that on you. And now I also do chain damage. 26, 26, 33, 26, 54, 4. This ability dominates, but I can't actually use it on most people. Will this echo? It will. So let's Assassin Strike this dude.
Ooh.
Aha! That will also give me killing momentum. So these guys are Corrupt Souls. These guys are just Skeleton Warriors. Let's hit that Corrupt Soul with a charge attack. Big bonk. Vampire Flight with 2-handers was broken for devs as well right before release. Okay, so that must be what's going on with that. It is very comical and screwy, so. You can come up here and do some big damage. Maybe you come up and go here. You can then come up and cast Devouring Void. Well, this entire flank is destroyed. Scarlet Plague. Great opening round on this side here. Just surrounded with a beefy, chunky front line. We've got decaying zombies. We've got Scarlet Plagues. The rest of them are stuck in a Devouring Void. So they basically have to move or they're taking units passing through or ending their turn on this hex lose morale and sustain 20 physical damage. So even if they leave, I guess that counts as passing through it. That should be fun. Let's put a Scarlet Plague on that hero. I cannot quite hit with a sniper rifle. You don't have precog, but that's only a 55% chance, which is not ideal. Have you teleport. I'm gonna have you teleport. Oh, I'm gonna get smoked really bad. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, just slip away. Ooh, the killing momentum. Okay. You know what? In an effort not to put all these guys next to each other, why don't I hit you and get rid of your precog? And then I could probably just blow you up with a sniper shot. So close. Blood Parasite will probably finish that, though. Alright, we get our morale buffs. I mean, this guy does have his garbage, which at least will be useful for getting rid of the precogs. I mostly just want his units to come up here and distract them, and I don't care if they die, so... It kind of seems like he is doing just that. He also cast Withering Mist. This was the other thing that I'm very excited about, is he has this ability. And so by having him and a Vassal in here, he'll also cast that and do blind, weakened, a bunch of damage. He's tanking all these hits for me with his tier 1 units. Oh, delightful, 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 delightful. You are just absolutely getting morale spanked right now. You can't even kill a zombie. That guy just gets destroyed by the Mistress of Pain. Oh, man. Okay. Mistress of Pain. He casts Ignite on me. Wow. Okay, there is the big blast. And you're going for the Vassal. Oh, this is perfect. He's fumbling so much as well that he's losing morale, and he's like fumbling because his morale is so low. Here's a real question. Can I cast Rite of Bloodletting on an allied unit? Answer, yes. Dude, I'm gonna do that. Pick up some Star Blades as well. While I'm out at the store. Boy, man, your accuracy when you are not close, it's real bad. All right, you could probably get some kills, so I'm going to let you charge a bit. This mistress feels like probably she should chill out. But then again, she'll also heal from attacking things. No, she will just regen, though. The improved range on the mages? That's big. That's a big one. Gotta tell you, quite fond of that. Do Scalds always cast Insanity? Is this new? I feel like that's new. Immune to Berserk, immune to Berserk, immune to Berserk, immune to Bleeding. 36% chance of Insanity. Now, actually, I could just teleport you. And then you'd get 3 attacks. What am I trying for here? Those are really low, so it's not going to be you who gets that shot. Why don't you take that flank? Then you can kill this guy. Trigger killing momentum? Yes. You can 1, 2, 3 the Shrine of Smiting. Blood Mega can eat the corpse it came out of and then attack. I think I'm just gonna let this Painbringer vibe in the back. I don't think I really need them right now. This fight seems won. You're gonna go for the kill. Oh, that was terrible. If I could have lashed him, that would have been an easy kill. So unfortunately, you are not really going to go for the kill anymore. But you have a flank on him, so it's a lot of damage. Blood parasites inside a devouring void is really fun because that will help them die. These guys think they're going somewhere, but they haven't realized that they're not going nowhere. Not if I can help it. You're immune to devouring void, so I'll let you just walk into it. You can take that kill. You can pop shot and miss. And you're my little vampy baby. Do you have killing momentum? I don't think you do. Yes, you do, actually. Amazing. So if you go here, look at this chain attack onto the wolf. Double kill. And then I can either bonk you for 44, or I could bite you for 46. You are immune to control loss.
Oh.
So I guess let's just like get rid of your stuff and stack as much garbage on you as I can. I want to make sure these awakeners die. Will you get killing momentum? You will. If I go here, teleport there, would that be enough to even kill you? Probably not. Let's kill them first and then teleport there. Then have this blood maggot attack you first for the flank. And then that will kill you. Ooh, yes. Yes, sirree. It's all coming up Millhouse. It's all coming up blood maggot. Oh, thank you for that heal. So cool of you, Vassal. Here I was thinking this Vassal would not be any help in this fight, and they've been fantastic. He's trying to flee with everybody. Definitely that hero is not going to be making it out. Oof. Yeah, that's not too bad. Now that we also have like levels on our guys, we're really starting to see them hold their own in these combats. Kill. And then Torment Lash. And then Torment Lash. Drive those guys nuts. You're just out of range with everything, aren't you? Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
Ooh.
You can do second wind, and then those are just summons. I want to charge strike this big guy. Give them the old bonkaroo. Little blood maggots. You guys aren't really going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. You're probably not going to matter either. Hilariously, that blood maggot can get a kill. Let's just run them down, I think. Wherever we can. I think it behooves us to do so. Oh, I didn't realize that the mage lock had a reload time. Huh. So you have to come in and do damage every now and then. Which, not necessarily a bad thing. Okay. He's toast. Now, unfortunately, I think that's all I can really do here unless Agonize would give me a double kill. Would it spawn any blood maggots? No. Aha! But he has Torment, so he takes frost damage at the beginning of the round. Perfect! This way we don't lose anybody, and our homie only loses a couple of dweebs. Livy, how we doing? Chaotic Goblin Girl. It's very, very, very fun combination here. I like this a lot. Who are we fighting? We're fighting Cthulhu over one of our vassal states here, Citadel. Just trying to keep this guy locked up.
Uh-huh.
I would also like to make sure he stays dead, so we're going to wipe out the rest of his troops here. Dazzling display. I do feel like our domination is also not working anymore. But I could be wrong on that. I don't know why I moved out of sunless terrain there. This Death Knight is taking Sundering Strikes. This character is taking Mist away, so our Ranger now has some protection. We have Rainbow Clover, which gives us access to Spirit Damage, Morale, and Crit Chance. Which is no bad thing. Yeah, these guys will boost up pretty fast. That will also help reinforce my whole economy. 12 turns. Still doable. I have to just force myself not to spend money right now. Which is like one of my favorite things to do in this game. Oh, but I love spending all of my money at once. Thinking foolishly. Vassal income is increased by 20% for each point of allegiance income instead. No longer gains allegiance. That's cool. Tyrannical exploitation. Boy, I wish I had some vassals earlier. Oh. Earth shape a few things. This land should definitely be earth shaped. I find it kind of surprising that I can't build the special building which turns things to sunless terrain just because I started underground, because once you've gone above ground, obviously you need more sunless. So are there new story realms? Yes, there are, boo, but I have not yet tried them out. So 2 first for vampires only. The Wilted Council greets us with pride. We Wilted adapt. We adopt our enemy's strengths and we triumph. Mark of the Butcher. Yes. She's building bacons. She has a lot of paths to victory right now. Where the hell are you? Righteous Pledgewater? Oh, this was somebody else's city that I guess they conquered. Urduke, you also got Master Shadow here. You are a Death Knight. I'd give you Training Burst. Uh-oh. Everybody back downstairs. Have you block the door? Want to start snowing this all in now, because it would be good for us. Ah, yes, a very normal army of 1 Astral Siphoner and 5 Awakeners. Yeah, see, they're masters of corruption. They get access to Reapers and Umbral Mistresses. Burden of Guilt. Message received. Yes, yes. Everybody has grievances on me. Destined Conquerors. Oh, that's handy. I have a justification against you. You have no justification against me. Decline to answer our call to war. Rude, dude. We were in a defensive alliance. Okay, we have scuttled our way back underground here. I want more residence fields, but I'm trying to save this money. I'm down to just 40 bucks of gold again, though. Treaty with Singath Skyshower. What treaty do I have with this guy? I don't have any treaties with you. Unless we still have a treaty of friendship somehow. Blood Exarch. Well, I obviously have to get you first. You're the new guy. I'm gonna have to win some fights if I want to be able to do this. To get these white wolves. Yeah, the game is really getting skippy. All right, Age of Shadow, 3 turns to cast it. Shadow affinity spells cost 20% less mana, world map casting points, and combat casting points. Each turn in combat, a random corpse becomes a decaying zombie. As soon as we cast that, we can also trigger a blood moon, so all of our vampires get super buff. I actually have a lot of mana upkeep again, so I could start summoning more of these shadows.
Hey.
Ooh.
Ah.
Though I would need to cast this desecration ritual somewhere. And I don't really think I can. Obviously, I just want to desecrate all of this territory. He's blowing up this teleporter for me right now also, which is extremely helpful. Like, I don't understand. I don't think he realized what a homie he's being. Do I have bodies to sell for the wolves? You know, that is the thing that I always forget, isn't it? Do I have bodies to sell? Of course I do. Do I want to give this guy back a bunch of level 6 characters? Not really, but... if it gets me that wolf... hell yeah. Hell to the yeah. Oh, sick. Our blood cultists get them as well. So if somebody comes up on my back line now, I can howl. Give them stacks of weaken, bleeding. Torment. Everybody gets Pack Hunter as well, which we already had. No, we didn't. That was my other build. So they also deal extra damage. Oh, that's actually really good on my mages. Because I can surround everybody with my mistresses and then attack with my mages for a ton of bonus damage from Pack Hunter. And we also get Slippery. Champion Scarlet Plague. Do you have that? You're elite. No, not yet. But I can't wait for it. That's your second beacon of victory. Build another research post. I have been invaded, but just because they are walking through here on the way to Mount Word. Which is fine for me. I don't have to sweat about that at all.
Ah.
You're the ranger. You know what? I'm gonna have you plug that gap right now. So this should be good. It should be really hard for people to get to this altar. They either have to come through here and basically 1v1 my heroes. Now the problem is with simultaneous turns, they can you know, potentially just hit it one after the other, after the other, after the other until they burst through. But this ranger with the mage locks should one-shot most things. I think I would be wise building a better double-handed mage lock for her. Oh, cool. You can build floating daggers now, too. On spell blades. We're just going to do fire damage. But I am going to take that 20% critical hit and that 20% critical hit chance. And then obviously bleeding seems like the way to do it. And we'll call it the Bloodlock. $44 pure physical. Is that what I want on her? Here's the problem. No. A, she doesn't get a white wolf, unfortunately. Her weapon does 31, so that's an extra 13 damage. It also doesn't have cooldown. What's nice about this magic pistol is it also does infecting. So it spawns decaying zombies if it kills things. But I mean, I could put that on you instead of Flame Hurt. I like this gives you extra retaliation attacks. You're not a crit build, though. You can't be because you're a Spellblade. Well, no, that's not true. That's not true at all. I could crit you. I could crit you out. I might just give that over to him. Also because this javelin just looks really stupid. Alright, we'll do it. We'll build the mage lock. Or should I say the blood lock? The blood lock. Crit chance, crit damage. Bleeding. Let's go. My biggest worry right now is that that lady builds the final expansion beacon and then lights it in the 2 turns it's going to take for me to cast Age of Shadows. Though, it would cause everyone to ally against her instead of me. Oh, I can have another hero. I could get Urduke back. Level 7. Or at level 10. Morgidaria. Why do I have access to Morgidaria? A defender would be really nice. I have no idea why I have access to this. Good question. Spellblade doesn't have the skills for physical ranged, only melee and magical. Yeah. I mean, anybody can crit, but Army of Oathright. Damn, you're really going for this guy over here right now. All right, duke it out, my dudes. Don't mind me hiding in the corner. Me in the spotlight. Losing my religion. I should build a spelljammer over here somewhere too.
Ah.
All right, one more turn on the Age of Shadow. They're just gutting each other. Good, 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 good. I wonder what happens if both of us cast it on the same simultaneous turn. Is it whoever ends their previous turn fastest? Or is it whoever's in order up here so the player always gets favor? Let's kick it. Age of Shadow. We have bothered some people, to put it bluntly. I'm gonna put that, I think, here. I'm gonna put that here. So we get our nice desecrated terrain. I'm also now going to cast the Blood Moon Ritual. Perform the Blood Moon Ritual. Achievement unlocked. The sky darkens into scarlet. The blood moon you summon eclipses the light of the sun. The moon bleeds through an open wound, staining the sky crimson. Animals flee to hide. Villages bar their doors, and the creatures of the dusk rejoice in its glow. For the night is red and ruled by horrors. During the eclipse, the blood moon empowers all vampires and allows them to roam freely throughout the world. They don't suffer from sunlight. They get 15 HP regeneration, 20% damage, and +2 resistance. You know what I could do is actually just stack all of my heroes in this army. And block this. That would be kind of cheeky. Yeah, I never picked up Unholy Leader here. I'd have to get rid of something. I get rid of Sundering Strikes. You have not declared war on me. Why do you suppose that is?
Oh.
I am literally thinking about putting an all-hero army blocking this. It's not the craziest idea I've ever had.
Huh? Uh-huh. Ooh.
3,500 point army. A ranger, a battle saint, an elementalist, a skirmisher, a tank, and a frontline mage. So I have like 3 frontliners, a mage, a support. Honestly, this is a really well-rounded team. Is it also disgusting? And do I feel dirty about doing this? Absolutely I do.
Ah.
You better believe I do. Part of me is like, should I hide everybody else not in here? My concern is like if they pumped so many troops through all at once. Or if they start attacking from other angles. I guess that's really the bigger concern. If they start attacking from other angles, I have a trouble. I have a trouble. Would have a big trouble then. I can start summoning living fogs at least. And I can see what's happening on the map. So you're going to take the Bloodlock. This gives you crazy amounts of damage. And you'll take that next turn. Do you fly? You do fly, so you actually don't need a mount. Huh. Tiny little army down there. That's certainly fixable. Dude, all of our Tyrant Knights also get these guys. Let's grab 2 armies and just head down to Timtur. Let's see how long we have to hold this out for. So you're gonna just camp. You're gonna camp. That's a dead end, so you'll camp here. So there's nowhere for them to go. Like if they do manage to break through here, they can only stand here and here, which means that they could only bring 2 armies down here at any time. I could opt to not block the cave and then fight them in 3v1s. Because they can't get through the city. They can't get through this crystal. Oh no, they can get through that crystal. But I could put an army there. Right? Like now they could come down and it would be a 2v3. But if I just moved there, it's like it's a guaranteed. You know what? That's going to be my fallback plan. We'll see how we need to do that. Saw a video with Spellblade Vampire with floating daggers, suffering but committed and sticking to it. I mean, I certainly like the idea behind it. Just wipe out these dudes. Some nice armor. Summon Blood Exarch. Now, here's the thing. I could start taking Withering Mist. Or I can shuffle a whole bunch until I get Fog of Insanity. But I'm going to take Withering Mist because it's going to do 25 damage per unit. Is Summon Blood Exarch a summon spell? It is. 150 gold. 240 mana and 2 turns to cast it. Requires 60 mana upkeep and 7 Imperium. Well, obviously, I'm going to be getting that. So this is so curious. Illyria Bladesong has Knock on to War with me. And not only that, I believe that other people are still fighting Illyria. This is very manageable. That still ends up being a problem. I think I break off. I don't think I need to just guard this plug. It's a solid concept, but ultimately unnecessary. You had the Scald pulled out because you were my battle saint. I think you were my ranger. I mean, I could still block that. Those guys probably can't get... Well, they can get somewhat close. I think I'm better off nipping these problems in the bud. As the old saying goes. Because you got to remember also, like, I have the Age of Shadows spell active right now. I also get Spelljammer even in this territory. And they get Sunless, so they don't heal as well. You have Reapers. But this guy is mostly Rally of Kings. He might reap a few units. A Painbringer. It's a fair reap. Vampire Spider Mount. Reinforced armor. Kill these guys. Grab some more tasty levels. You know, I had to make room for these Hex Arcs anyway, so... You are my support guy, and I think I said I was going to get Dominate for my last skills here. You are my ranger, who just got a gun and lost their mount, so now you can take Vampiric Flight, and now you're a flying gunsmith. 3 defense, 2 status resistance. Bolstering defense, 15 HP. 3 defense, bolstering resistance. Probably that's better for you. $39.5. It's 44 versus this. Like, this does less damage. Oh, but it's way cooler looking on him. $22.12. Yeah, that javelin does a lot more damage. Like, significantly more damage. Furthermore, I can actually use that javelin every time. 24 and 3. It also does, like, way more in melee. Give him the vampire mount. Oh, that's true. The javelin disables mounts. You've made your argument, good sir. I will take it. That might actually be good on my battle saint. Yeah, you know what? The little bit of defense is probably a little bit nicer on you. You have very good robes. You're good. You're good. You're good. Let's just trash that. I have room to make another very good item here. You don't have boots. What if I gave her back her whip? And then I could give him that smasher. I'd like that a lot more, I think. I don't really feel like she's really like crit centric, but it's sort of the only stuff I have here. The blood never bothered. And that's what we'll go with. The chain on that mace is really good, but boot. It's hard to say no to it. Allow friendly armies to be teleported back to the throne city. I think the Spelljammer here is probably the right choice. I talked about building a mage's guild down here, and I still think that's not a bad idea. Wait, Witch is writing this as well right now? Man, they look crazy. Our pursuers also get them. I could skip the Spelljammer right now and get a Painbringer, but I do have a lot of production saved up there. I could also skip the Mage's Guild and get the Painbringer, and maybe that's what I'll do instead. Build a Basilica of Lamentation. This is still the same turn. Wow. All right. Just gotta make sure that stays destroyed. I have universal camouflage here as well, so they don't know where my troops are, because this is all sunless terrain. We have vassalage, finally, with Citadel. Your cooperation will be to defend Night Fort. Nice. And you'll have a defensive mission up in 1 turn. You know what? Spend that now. What's your army look like? Garbage! I'm probably going to regret doing that. You're being pillaged. Down here. You're being pillaged up here. Nay. You're getting your Blood Exarch next turn. You're just like stuck there right now. Try to bring some guys back here. Let's grab Caltrops Trashes. Another hero offers to join.
Ah.
Champion Scarlet Plague. So I'm gonna put this guy in here. The Blood Exarch. I hear a siege. So this guy gets Parasitic Cleave, deals damage to a 1-hex cone, triple attack. That does Blood Parasite. Siphon Lesser. Target unit sustains damage. Damage increased by 10 for each unit tier of the target below 5. So tier 1, obviously the best. Heals for 55% of the damage dealt. And if this ability kills the target, reset the cooldown on Grant Blood of the Exarch, which targets a friendly tier 3 or higher and grants Blood of the Exarch until the end of combat. Unit gets 20% damage, 25% critical hit damage, 10% critical hit chance. You can also pull people for free action and pull them to an adjacent hex. Also, because of the Golden Ziggurat, you cost less unit upkeep by 30 mana currently. Whenever you get hit per attack, you gain bolster defense and resistance. You have Life Drinker, and you also have Oppressing Aura. Adjacent enemies, 90% chance of suffering misfortune and morale loss. Imtur is under siege. Well, I guess some of that's to be expected. I think let's take a Corpseborn. This was his army originally, with the Tyrant Knights. So I'm going to move them down there to defend. You guys are going to come up there. The Beacons of Unity are lit. So I was correct. She is banking on the fact that they were going to try to stop me and not be able to wipe her out in time. I'm being pillaged there. Invaded there. Invaded here. Here. Aha. You know, I did say I was going to regret building that road, and I thought this might be exactly why. They can't do that in one move. 3, 2, 1. They can get up to there. And then they can get up to there. Weak armies, though. Very weak armies. So... kind of be better splitting some of this stuff off. Scald, Blood Cultist, Elementalist. I could have this guy come up here, deal with this, and then deal with that teleporter. And then I can have these three actually come down here in preparation of ambush. Can't really get much further in there, but a little bit. I'm gonna build a School of Cryomancy there, and then just, I don't know why I didn't do this a lot earlier, but freeze out some of that land. Ah, and my vassal is gonna come down here and actually help with some of that too. So what are you guys doing? You're dead. Hello, a fiend slaying great hammer. Your whip is also ready. %, critical hit chance. And Fiend Slayer. It also does a crazy blend. I mean, I'm probably just going to put the Frostbringer on him, but I got to wait a turn for it, so. Been invaded. I want to know where these guys are going. You're going to just tap that teleporter again. You've made me another Painbringer, which I appreciate. I think these guys are starting to come in on me. You really don't want to make this easy for me, do you? Just tap him in the back. Run you up there. Run you up here. The bit of money we're getting from Citadel is kind of enough for us to actually have our 6th army up and running. More blood exarchs. Seemed like a good idea. Because don't they have a command ability? No. I don't know what I'm thinking of.
Ooh.
I do need to rebuild you so you can take Unholy Leader. So unfortunately, I am going to have to do this really fast. You're going to take Dreadful. Then you're going to take... What did she have here? Night Lord? That's what gives us Unholy Leader. 20% damage and natural regen. Defiler? Everything gives me Unholy Leader. Attacks remove status effects. Single shot attacks remove 2 effects. No, she had Marrow Drinker. When any enemy suffers from bleeding, gain 2 temp HP. Yeah, Marrow Drinker. Okay, yeah. We'll pick up Unholy Leader. Then she had Tormenting Mist, which I think I still want. And then she had Curse to Undeath. The other question was I could take Aura of Torment. But I think this is the better choice for us. And she does get Eternal One. I think we also took Spirit Breaker Aura, but let me just like rebuild ourselves out here. We had Curse. We had... Oh, interesting. This also allows you to reset which one of these you have. These are normally locked in when you make your character based on what class you are. We took Bite. Sanguine Extraction could be better than Deep Hunger. Because what's the cooldown on that, actually? 3 turns. But she's also not a charger anymore. So I'm going to go Deep Hunger. Stick with the hunger. Stick with those hunger pains. And I went with all of this HP so she could take Terrifying Aura, Willbreaker, and Killing Momentum. She didn't need Melee Mage and she didn't need Resurgence. She did have Dominate, but she didn't need it and she never used it. I think I'd rather take something like Staggering Bite for her. And then we could take some of these other abilities. Exhume Undead you don't need. Spirit Breaker Aura is really nice for you. Now, Soulbound. Interesting. You have Soulbound Anguish. So at the start of the turn, enemy units with Soulbound sustain frost damage. So Soul Draining Strikes actually kind of pairs with that really well. Then we could take that extra damage. Do I take Frenzy or Sundering Sweep? You have so many attacks that I just don't know that Sundering Sweep is needed. But I guess the thing is, if I take Sundering Sweep, it allows you to then Hex Cone a bunch of bleeding. And Soulbound. I guess you doing damage is not as good as you inflicting effects, so I am going to take Sundering Sweep. And I hope that that works out just a little bit easier for us. So, my fights aren't too bad. We got 10 turns remaining. Big potential stranger danger down there still. I'm gonna pop you down so you can try to get some more of your troops back. Can rebuild that blood altar. I have room for another hero, maybe. Sure, a white witch in here is fine. You're also a death knight, so honestly, a blood mage?
Ah.
You have a lot of living fogs right now. These guys aren't moving, which is stressing me out. Just feeling casually stressed by those guys. We'll set up this debate tactic again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Moles. Moly moly moles. Arcade mold warps. Geomantic inner mastery. Lightning focus inner mastery is bad for us. Linked minds gain hyper awareness. I don't know. They got pretty low stats. But there's still a lot of like heroes. I don't think he appreciated me beating up all those guys that kept sieging Dim Tur. Can you build a black palace? That would be great. I suspect these guys are going to come in through there. White wolf or a frost wyvern?
Oh.
Like some of you guys actually have mount slots now. You're on a spider, which doesn't make any sense. You're on a vampire spider, which looks sick. That dude is a frost mage. I'm buying him the frost wyvern. Way cooler option for him. And then our big charge lad can take the better hammer here too, which also somehow looks cooler on him. It's like a different color. So my next question is, nobody has boots, do they? The game never drops boots problem. Still a problem. I mean, that counters my weakness. You know what? Why don't we do that? We'll call them resistant boots. And I'm going to make those every single round, basically from here on out. Because that'll bring everybody's resistance up to -2, and give us an extra point. Which we have a lot of anyway because of the vampire stuff, but... I'm going to just put you there. Sort of like a temporary middle ground. Bring you down to help him, probably. And then... the Battle Saints? Or the Caster?
Huh?
I think I'll move probably the Caster down and leave the Battle Saint up here. Goodbye, mounts. Goodbye. Failures need a buffing compared to that, yeah. Fallen Angels even stronger. Snake or Strider transformation, and you'll only get boosts for everyone who doesn't have legs. That's true. Well, I guess she finally decided it's time to attack us. I don't know who is fighting who. I'm still seeing fights on the map, waiting for combats. There's Withering Mist. Boy, Battlefield Reanimation is a good spell, but it also costs a bunch of souls. We're going to shuffle. We're going to shuffle. We're going to shuffle. We're going to shuffle. We're going to take Fog of Insanity. Not that I think we're going to need it, because I don't even think I could cast it in time, but... Dimtur is under siege. By how many? I see you guys are coming up here too now. 3,400 plus. How many turns does it have? 2? Okay. More boots, please. Nobody is coming through here right now. Though Frostgrave has drawn some attention as well.
Ooh.
That is not a strong army. Frostgrave can hold for a while. Guys, bring in the last person. Why can you not reach? That's insane. Because you were on a mountain? You're gonna make me lose a legendary rank bringer of pain for this. Trying to beat the campaign today, not get dragged into fights I don't need to be dragged into. Though it is nice to get to use all my fun new troops. And my big boom booms. I do get to love using my big boom booms. This mage lock is nuts. She hasn't moved. It does crazy amounts of damage. Oh, my Blood Exarch. Wow. This unit is massive. Look, this is an Elder Vampire. This thing is Titanus. That is some truly horrifying stuff right there. Well, my Scald. Better strengthen everybody. You don't have any buffs. No. You don't have any buffs. You only have a gun. Let's see what they got, Johnny on the spot. Helter Skelter has cast Withering Mist. Hey! Why doesn't this have Shadow Amplifier on it? It should also affect status vulnerabilities for morale and plus 10 frost damage. Did they nerf Shadow Amplifiers? Yeah. How you like me now? Now we got 2 Withering Mists going. So we might as well move you forward for the old parasitic cleave. You know what? I say that. But actually, Elsa is better moved forward. Oh, you can't reach that spot, though. Okay. No, I forgot to use my Scald ability. Whoopsie doodles. Tormenting Mist. Curse of Undeath. I'm going to dread. There's no point in dreading the Reaper. I'll dread the Pixies. I will Frost Curse this guy. I will do my Hexarch Cleave.
Ooh.
Now I got some options. I could Assassin Strike. If I cast Second Wind, and then I kill you with an Assassin Strike, will I be able to move without using my Second Wind again? No! Blood Parasites! You're in my way! God damn you, Blood Parasites!
Ooh.
I do not get my move, but that's good to know. I guess I could whip someone. I could whip you. Well, I could whip any number of you, really. Might as well give him a whipping. Now there's a corpse there to also have the corpse stuff spawn on. You're going to Shadow Step over this and then just come up here and crack a whip at someone, hopefully. And move here and crack a whip at someone. Here we go. That guy's broken. We're going to go here. Teleport there. Crack a whip. You're going to give Scarlet Plague. This guy's going to drop a Sundering Curse on this side. Might as well go there since I can't be flanked. 5% on that sniper shot. That's not very good. $138 damage on that. Okay. Ah, right. But you don't get killing momentum. I mean, let's cast the Devouring Fog, because frankly, why not? And also, you are like a ghost? Ethereal? So you could just stand inside of buildings? That's awfully handy dandy. You're a Spell Shield, you're a Corrupt Soul. Let's go for the Corrupt Soul, I guess. Resisted Insanity, you're a Blood Maggot. I guess this is the problem with the Age of Shadow, is that when you have this many Blood Maggots, it's a lot harder for it to trigger. So I take 15 freezing damage, but I have Insane Frost Resist. You piece of trash. What is the odds of that? Unbelievable. Where is it? Where is it? Reaper uses Finger of Death. Rolls a 4 versus a 29. 30% chance to kill a tier 4 mythic unit. Who has 7 status resistance and 8 resistance? Honestly, that's outrageous. I am pulling you to me, and then I'm wailing on you. Because I am upset at what you have just done. Very upsetty. Knees weak, arms upsetty. There's upsetty on my sweater already. Very upsetty. And I'm going to gorge myself on your corpses. Yeah, right. Well, that's a flank. It's kind of what you guys do best, so. Prefer not for my Painbringers to have to go through all of this void. Can I just whiplash you? Missed. It's not good. Whip. All right. Well, that's better. I did all this so I wouldn't lose a legendary character when it's happening. I lose him anyway. The world is cruel. I do have this guy down here. Who doesn't have blood in him. Nor would that Banshee. So I'm just going to eat that spell shield instead. And I guess that's it. Nothing to do with your kill momentum. You can take a little shot. That was better than nothing. We got one Magma guy. Oh, he's running now. It's only these two that aren't. Oh, well, if that's the case, let's just do like one of those. She's broken, so it's only him that's left now. I'll turn on auto for the rest of it. Cool through. Huge unit is what she said, right? It's full of blood. That's what she said. My God, it's got all these maggots on it. Really? We couldn't reach him? Wow. And I still lose the exact same Painbringer. In fact, I think I do worse. Woof. Woof, woof, woof. You're 3 turns on a Painbringer. You're 4 turns. You actually can't recruit Painbringers there, so... Start building more stuff. Ah, I am ready to summon another Exarch, though. And you have 3 Painbringers, so I think we will be swapping that Exarch over. Or... or I could just have 2 Exarchs in this army, but no, that seems foolish. That seems like overkill. I don't really want them going through those mountains, so we're just gonna sit, and sit. I want to stay hidden here, and I only stay hidden in my terrain. He says, unless he has Eternal one, you don't, and you don't. You're all too low level. Well. How many turns on this Blood Moon? 3 turns. I'm gonna cast another one of those, or at least prep another one of those. Oh, can any of you guys at least catch that army? You can, and you can. No. That's a bit shenanigans. I moved 1 unit and then he just like pulls all his units through. Okay, Frostgrave is getting hit. Don't take your eyes off the prize, which is that this army could walk straight down here and take this Altar of Elements right now because I literally have nobody guarding it. You know what? I'll give her one of the good ones.
Ooh.
Now. It's a problem because this is the one guy who couldn't get into the city. 48 to 34. I could easily peel off 1 army here just to help them out temporarily, and I think that's probably the right choice.
Hey.
73 to 34? Yeah, that should be fine. I lose a Tyrant Knight and a Living Fog. No problem. And we get some very fun items. Now, you get to make it into here, and you get to make it into here. You'll get that next Blood Exarch, I guess. Frostgrave's under siege, so put you here. And you here. Frostgrave lasts for 3 turns. I'll prep a Tyrant Knight just in case. You have 1 level left. Oh, you should take Unholy Leader. This is by Wizard. He should also take Unholy Leader. In fact, everyone should probably prioritize Unholy Leader if they don't have it at this point. We got more boots. Give give him to the guys on the front lines first. Yeah, see, he's pillaging that. That's like their whole army. Well, it's not their whole army, but it's a big army. 2s, 7s, 4s. That's gonna be a brouhaha. This army is coming after me. But I don't really need to have all these armies down here. So the goal will be to, like, basically stop this siege, pull back them to here, and pull them up to Frostgrave. Making sure that no one could sneak to that altar of elements still. Get him before he gets back up. Vampire Spider mount. Crush this army over here. I'm not even taking everybody with me because I don't think we need them all. Boots. Pull you back. You know what? Vampire Bats, you can go in here with you.
Hey.
You know what? You're all hidden, so that's fine. Stop that teleporter.
Ah.
Kill this army. Are you serious, dude?
Oh.
You should not be able to do that in the same turn. Ah! I didn't even see him doing that. Simultaneous turns! I really don't want to lose my capital. That would be pretty bad for us. Let's try not to have that happen. Just gotta fill with some living fog right now.
Ooh.
Do you have any walls? You actually don't. So if I don't have someone in here, this place gets sieged instantly. How do I rebuild my fortifications? But they just take time, I guess. Helter Skelter's bringing in another army too. She don't stop right now. I guess I said I was going to make you crits at this point. Because, frankly, why not? I'll give you execute. This is still, like, they could just sneak in at any second still. Boots of Fortune, Resistance, and Starblades. Starblades would actually be kind of good for you. But you are a bit tanky, so I'm not gonna... Does Elza have Starblades? Yeah, you have a crown of Starblades. You don't, but you don't really need it. You don't, but you absolutely could use it. So I'll give it to you. I also have another Vampire Spider mount. But I don't believe I have anybody to use it. Oh, are there any of these big things I need to use? Instantly gain 750 knowledge. Yeah. Dude, where is Tome of the Cold Dark? This is what I want. We skipped this because we accidentally unlocked an astral tome through an event.
And hope.
Frostling transformation. Yay. And then I need to cast Fog of Insanity. So you're going to stay there. You're going to stay there.
Huh?
Let's give you that fog.
Ooh.
No, let's give you one of them.
Uh-huh.
18. Yeah, she's pretty weak to be holding that right now. So how am I feeling about the new content? I like it. I like it. It's you know, kind of my comment has been that it spices up the formula a fair bit in terms of like armies just like smashing into each other. The last couple of DLCs have done this, and this one just continues to expand on it. It introduces a pretty interesting playstyle where you also want to like have your units get killed off in order to buff your armies, depending on who you're playing as. And I like this. You know, the play we're doing right now is like morale and cold. And cold really needed some buffs before, and so I'm really happy to see them get it. And honestly, it kind of works really well with the morale stuff. Okay, I need to cast a Blood Moon right away here. Because if they attack me before that Blood Moon triggers, I'm in bad news bears. 5 turns to victory. These two guys could peel off. You cannot get all the way up here. That has me a bit worried. Unsurprising, but relatively irrelevant. Get these boots on. The more the computer moves first here, I think is generally the better for me. Is that it? Are we all booted up? One more pair of boots. Sadly, Fog of Insanity cannot cast this turn. Yeah, see, this is a problem. Oh god, there's more armies coming down here. I could pick off some of the sieging armies here. What is the siege? Raiding party, tower bombardment, headlong assault. Interesting. Oh, hey Moni, you coming up? Kitty cat.
Oh.
If I can cast Fog of Insanity before he launches that siege at the beginning of next turn, I get a massive buff here. 20% chance of insanity on every turn for every one of their characters. What's left on that teleporter? Oh, yeah, you did have this guy. This was my blood cultist with Champion Plague, right? Base damage inflicts to 25 and inflicts 4. The base damage of that is 25. No, it's 20. And it doubles the parasites. Wow, okay, that's pretty good. Do I leave Dimtur to burn? If I win in 5 turns, it's going to be at the Altar of Elements that we lose it, right? What is this army? 600. 18. 24. Foresee downfall. I hate that one. Burn battlements and raiding party. I have stone walls and only ballista towers. No caltrops. Arcane battlements. Yeah, I kind of feel like let's leave it. I do have this guy up here as well. I have a concern right now that 2 of these guys could run right down. You know, I could also get Elsa in there if I moved her really fast. Okay, so Elsa up, then Fog of Insanity. Here's the question, do I move her first? So she's at least outside the city. Got it. No problem. Swing you up here. I mean, I say no problem. It's still very much big problem, but... Grab another living fog. That's the problem. That's the problem. If they ignore the city and just go through this alleyway. That's my real threat. 26. It's not total. Yeah, we're gonna sacrifice Dinter. They are fighting us here, so we have a massive siege, Age of Shadow, Fog of Insanity, Caltrops, Beacon of Valor, Spelljammer. We have 10,000 points in our army versus the most they can muster is 56. And they have a headlong assault, so they're taking damage coming in here. I lose a single summon fog that I just summoned. It also gets beat up a little bit. And I get a nice bow out of it. Fight these guys again. Excellent. Siege done. Now, I have enough that I could jump those guys. No one is coming in here. I'm risking low HP units, but we're in our territory. And we got a nice staff out of it. A staff. Soup, soup, soup. That keeps that safe. I'm just gonna move you in with them. Hey, Moni, you want to say hi to everybody? Oh, a little Mona break while we try to wrap up. Let it burn down. Cat thief. This little sneak. This little sleepy baby. Oh, she's so warm right now, and it's so confusing because I know the entire rest of the house is freezing. I don't understand how cats do it. They're just so cozy and cuddly all the time. AI rulers actually contesting victory conditions. That's a new one for you. I mean, they are hitting me literally on all sides right now. They are trying to raid me and come down through that entrance at Nightfort. They're attacking Frostgrave. They're attacking Dimter. I have 3 cities and they're hitting me everywhere. The only thing they're not doing is attacking my vassal, which I would argue is the smart play. So, a gorgeous beast, isn't she? All fluff. All floof. Yes. Yes, Moni. Ah. I love this kitty cat. She's so good. Giving me the cold shoulder. With the cold faction, you need to start pumping out the Arnold one-liners. Chill out. Freeze. These are all very good ideas. A new rally has started. A new hand has touched the beacon. I guess I'm getting dominate on you. Correction. I'm getting eternal unholy leader on you. And we had this supporter of blah, 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 but I also just picked up the Tempest Staff of the Crow, which gives us defense mode warding. What do you do? Summon Primal Crow. Interesting. Tax inflict condemned. An animal slayer. I also picked up a Mortis of the Huntsman. Might this be better than you? This does area damage line. This does infecting zombies. Zombies. If base attack kills the target, it comes back as decaying zombie. It also does fire, which is a bit confusing because we do frost. I don't know, man. This is also a blood sphere, which is pretty badass. So I think I'm going to let you keep that. I don't know. Honestly, that +1 strengthened is kind of the more valuable thing for her. She doesn't really attack, right? She's a Battle Saint Cleric. My farm province is starved. Really? That doesn't seem like it's true, because I still had 19 population. Oh, I'm definitely not going to spend 504 Imperium on that right now. Okay. Also, the fact that we just stopped all that is making me think maybe I could save Dimter. Guess I probably should cast that there first. Bill. You're my battle saint. Who are you? You're the ranger. Ranger? Maybe. Maybe. Where is my realm being invaded here? I don't see anybody invading my realm here. Are they still fighting? They can't be. Are there hidden units coming up to my altar? Because that would be a really cool play if the computer did that. I'd be actually very impressed if they pulled that off. Just like an entirely camouflaged army. Visiting units gain ice touch until the end of the next battle, giving their physical attacks a base 30% chance of inflicting frozen. Let it go, let it snow. Let's upgrade that. We'll put you right there. Not that these are going to get built in time, but a man can dream. Oh, it's a lot of bad guys. He is truly a horrifying hero. Oh yeah, I need to try and get this guy down here ASAP. Little sneaky spider. Okay, I mean, I wonder, I'd probably just park those guys over there then if that's the case. You're another pain queen. That's fine. I don't really want to fight this. All right. All right. I know we're going a little late, but my pride is on the line. Oh God, it's a precognition fight. I regret everything. The hell with my pride. Boof, 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 boof. Fortunately, there's a bunch of flaming territory here, and I think I'm just gonna have to stand in it. Now, you really managed to spread out pretty well here, bud. Thankfully, the regen should pretty much put an end to it. He punched many a hole in my wall, so I'm going to get down and try to get some devouring voids out wherever I can early. There's also a scald here. It would have been nice if I paid attention to that. How about that? You got nothing to cast. You have a gun, but I doubt you can hit anybody. And you guys are on cooldown, so... Age's family motto, start late, finish late. Yeah, not too far off. All right, precog. They all have precog because they all suck. Let's hit him because he's a tier 4. Let's hit him because you're the hero. Ballista's not exactly going to do a lot of damage, so... Yeah, 11. Put a Devouring Void here and here, and it means they can't enter the center of my base without taking a bunch of damage. It also means I can't move. Also means everyone is out of range. Well, apparently at least I have a shot on this side. Get a little of that torment going. And you know what, boys? Same thing over here. You want to come up? You can go through the void. We'll cast Withering Mist, so we start doing frost damage, blindness, and weaken to them. Now, this side is not so Father John Misty. This guy is also a mage who is flying, and you are a geomancer. You are now full of bugs. You know what? That Doombat is pretty sacrificial to me, so I'm going to let him be exactly that. You're a gunlock. But you also have barbed webs, which do bleeding. Oh, buddy. All right. Hit them with barbed webs. And then you're going to hit them with an enfeebling howl. I guess you're going to then move up. Is that Arcane Battlements? It is. Just try to stack more of those debuffs. You didn't get anything but the torment, but that's okay. You tried your best. That's all I can really ask for. He condemns me. And gets a ton of Star Blades. That little pocket over here I keep not remembering. Nobody's life matters in this fight is one good thing. Oh, that was cool. Was it elementals? Oh, phase dogs. Ouch. Yeah, the only thing that matters is that we win the fight. And even then, that doesn't actually matter. I am frozen. That is not ideal. And this guy is getting hounded. Did you just see how much damage he took going through that void? That was exactly what I wanted these voids to do, and I didn't realize it was that good. Oblivion is truly the defensive tome. It sprint through. It took 20 damage, then it took another 20 damage, then it gained burning, then it took another 20 damage. It had to go through 3 hexes, so it just took 60 damage and then died instantly. All right, well, there's no reason for me to go in at all. were frozen, but you are currently unfrozen. I don't know how that happened, but here, why don't you use this draining burst ability? Oh, they also changed draining burst. Draining burst used to be a single target, like a curse almost, but now it hits everyone around you. Wow. That is much better than it used to be. I'm going to use second wind, and then I'm going to just try to execute him. And then I think I'll just stay back here. You can try hitting that guy. No luck. Oh, I just triggered insanity on that phase beast. That's really nice. Unfortunately, the storm spirit did decide to come in here and kind of ruin my day, but my warlock can apparently do 123 damage to him. So that's pretty good. Can't really be mad about that, can I? I could howl. Or I could just move you and try to kill him. Or I could give him the bats. Give him the bats. With the bats come the bugs. Eat up, boys. Feeding time. Part of me is like, how did the AI lose this fight? Now, your job is to shoot things with a gun. Surprisingly little damage. But we'll do it anyway. Do we have any other big spells? I mean, we have Agonize, which does give Torment, right? 3 stacks of Torment. Yeah, I'd be a fool not to use that. This way, they all start taking morale damage every single turn from the old Torment. You've got all this bonus range, so why don't we just start hitting that guy with Frost Bolts? Torment, critical hit, Blood Parasite, Torment. As for the rest of you, you can stay put. Does this do damage based on how much you've moved? No, not really. This is a high-level Tyrant Knight. What do you mean cannot reach target? Yes, you can. You could also reach that target if you wanted. I probably should have just displaced him, but well, you know, whatever. We get some burning, some electricity. These face dogs start killing their back line because they're insane. He summons some astral shenanigans on top of us. And then he goes for the Tyrant Knight. Understandable, sir. Miss, miss. Rip. Got one hero just completely riding out on his own. Like, no problem. I'll solo these guys. My bats! No! My bats! Also, my ballista tower rip. Oh, that's fun. I forgot about this. Because of Age of Shadow, we also get decaying zombies constantly. And they just create berserk decaying zombies. Bleed, morale, status vulnerability, blood parasites. You name it, we got it. Do you have killing momentum? No, you are a spellblade. This guy's got 8 and 4 resistance. Plus 5 frost resistance. Wow, that guy's got a lot of frost resistance. I think a draining burst might be the play here. And I still kind of think it is. Let's rotate to the right angle. Ooh, slip away, you son of a... You're not getting away from me this time, old slip away. Not on my watch. I've eaten too many slip-aways in my lifetime to let that happen. Let's kill this tier 4 character, or at least start breaking him. Blood maggots. Why don't you get yourself stunned? We'll hit that guy with the Scarlet Plague. He is about to break now. That's flank, even though it's a tier 1 guy and he's frozen. It's half the fun, isn't it? So my big storms are gone. Ergo, I can move forward and just start absolutely dunking dudes. This might crit. Yes! Love it. Because this guy also gets killing momentum then. And he also has chain attack, so it might hit this guy. Yes! I gotta be honest, that's a pretty good weapon. Chain attack those numbers. I could freezing blast this dude, or I could just kill him. 25. Surprisingly low, but there we go. Another kill. Another kill, another blood maggot. That's what they say. Another kill, another blood maggot. All of these guys are breaking, so honestly, I'm just going to leave Big Dog over here. Check a ballista at one of them. Watch as they all run. And then let's auto-combat the rest. No reason. No reason not to run it down. Chris Lauren, my dude, how we doing? Sorry, I was locked in. Do like you can give the option to retry manually if you lose an auto battle. Yeah, ditto. Big time ditto. Something I wish CA would add to the Total War games. Yeah, it's funny because it's like I want to do the auto resolve, but sometimes the auto resolve is such shenanigans that I'm just like, all right, well, I have to take this fight. Like, it's outrageous. How do I lose a siege? He does have cascading power, which is my one weakness next to Toll of Seasons. I also just love this button for when you're like, okay, we've won the fight. Run it down. Let him finish him off. The computer's really good also at using things like revive spells. So a lot of times when you push that button, they will bring back a bunch of your army. Yeah, I just chuck that into the old meat grinder. You can beat that guy up. Did I unnecessarily lose a warlock there? Sure. Doesn't matter. No. Couple more level ups. Gain fortune or go berserk. Let's give you go berserk. Bonded vassalage. It's very funny. Old Citadel. Nice. This guy gets Paragon of Shadow now, so he's also an eternal skirmisher. We will... What do I want to give you here? When a unit kills another, you take 3 fortune. Yeah, let's do that first. So that you can get your Critos. Critos online. So these guys might come through and cause me trouble. 2 turns, though, that teleporter is not going to be able to save them. Not if we're 2 turns off victory. My resonance field starved. Rude. That's where my casting points came from. How many people do we have captured? Quite a lot. It's not bad at all. Our duelist completed a major ambition. Win a battle where 5 enemies routed. So he has Intimidating Aura and Vicious Killer now. Which I think he had Vicious Killer anyway. He did from Willbreaker. And he also has Terrifying Aura. Did they stack? Intimidating Aura. Does not work with units or on units with this ability or Terrifying Aura. Man, these used to stack. Our Pacifist build was based around that. Doesn't work on units with this ability. So that is a wasted point, and basically that is a wasted point. It does give you Willbreaker, but... Okay, there's another Fog of Insanity. Those guys are just raiding us. Put you in there. You in there. You in there, and there. And there, and there, and there, and there, and there, and there. You know what, just in case. Put you guys there and there. Repair. Repair. Pillage. Pillage. Invaded. And turn. Unreal. Symphony of Blood. Win a game as an Elder Vampire. Holy smokes. I cannot believe we pulled this game off. Unbelievable. Just absolutely getting pummeled the whole campaign. Everyone ganging up on us. All of the world events that possibly could have sucked for us was going on at the same time. And we still managed to win it in 153 turns. Your people watch in awe as you call upon unending armies of frost and undead. An eternity of cold and death awaits your realm as you call forth the age of shadow. Well done, eternal lady. That's nuts, dudes. We started underground too. I did pretty... No, I was gonna say I did pretty well on score here, and then I'm realizing that's not me. I'm this one. I'm the one in last. Naturally. I mean, that's pretty much how it always goes on Brutal. You never really can catch up to the computer. Unless you're just like conquering like crazy. I really want to know what happened on the surface here, because old Cthulhu, like, yeah, he just built an insane amount of cities. He had no contest. He literally had this entire continent to himself. And Helter Skelter had like this entire section to himself. There was the guild. Unfortunately, we started this map before the color mods were updated, so some of these people are kind of blurred into each other. But it doesn't look like the guild ever built a city. I don't think that was theirs. I think this was all Helter Skelter. This guy had the entire north completely to himself. Meanwhile, we were in the middle. We were literally underground right here. As in the middle, in between every single player as we possibly could be. No, that's neat. Citadel actually showed on the map there for a little bit. I guess that was the few turns that Cthulhu took it over, so that was meant to be his color. Or maybe because it's showing up as our territory? I'm not really sure here. That's actually our color. That's our color as well. And then it disappeared as we vassaled. I'd love to be able to turn on vassals in this in-game thing, but what a match, dudes. What an absolute match. I feel very good about that. I did not think we could win that. I was like, I have no idea what the path to victory is the whole time. It wasn't until I noticed we only needed a single gold wonder, which was just a fluke. Obviously, the Conquest of the Realm, chance to ascend to the Pantheon. I have not seen these new ascension traits. We have Torment and Pain in a 1 hex radius. Enemy units sustain damage and gain 3 hexes stacks of Torment. 6 range, triple cost. We have Bloodright. Oops. Sustain 10. The caster sustains 10 unblockable physical damage, but gets 40% damage for the turn. No cost. Cooldown of 3. That's pretty nice. And then Blood Pest. At the start of combat, summon a Blood Maggot. Dude, that is the worst ascension perk you could possibly take. That is such a meme, but I love it. I'm pretty sure Hunter... Like, Hunter, you get a Warg at the beginning of combat. And that's definitely more useful. Oh, I guess, you know what? I'm actually realizing what this is good for. Because of the ability to, like, absorb from a Thrall, if you had a Blood Pest, you could just automatically grab a bunch of HP out of it, get strengthened, get regeneration right away. We're definitely gonna take Torment and Pain. This is her jam. We were all about that torment damage in the cold. Ring, bing, 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 bing. Only 4 Pantheon points. Yeah, I mean, actually, that makes sense. This was not a very strong run. We just eked it out at the last second. 4 more points. We can get the Hunter's Crossbow, the Piercing Shot Infusion, Wail of the Banshee, or the Pull Shot. Arcanium or Archon Blood in a Tranquility Pool. Let's get Wail of the Banshee. Pull Shot's interesting. Also, it's a turn ender? Oh, I guess it does deal damage. I think Piercing Shot's the fun one here. Oh, I can get them all. Math. Not for me. That's the end of this run. To the Age of Wonders devs watching, you don't need to nerf Blood Maggots just because I cheesed with them. Man, I barely even started with the Blood Maggots. Like, you can definitely do some crazy builds with them. That was kind of the intention of the first build that we tried, was I wanted to go really heavy on all the blood magic stuff instead. Which I think would be fun. Ooh, I wonder where on the map vampires are going to live. Because they are only the size of normal heroes. They're not giants or dragons or eldricks. I can't wait to see. But folks, that's going to be all the time we have for today. So thank you for joining us. I have a very sleepy Mona here who obviously needs some pets. We'll be back. We got to hit up a couple other games for the rest of this week, but we will be back for sure with more of the Age of Wonders, and we're going to check out probably the campaign mode next and actually check out the stories. So thank you in the meantime for joining us. Until next time.